The administration has taken a stance to combat veteran homelessness. The administration awarded $20 million across the nation, including almost $200,000 to Missouri, all to help veteran families keep and maintain their homes. Charmel Odell talked with local veteran organizations here in Springfield about what this means for our veteran community. Charmel.
Francis, well, if we take a look here, according to the 2023 annual homeless report, more than 35,000 veterans experienced homelessness, creating an almost 7% increase from years past. But with the help of funding, officials are expecting that to change. Thursday, the Biden-Harris administration released a possible solution for the thousands of veterans left without homes. And broadening housing opportunities, $20 million in funding for the Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing, or HUD-VASH, will supply several assistance programs for vets, like housing search assistance, homeowner incentives and retention payments, and landlord recruitment. On top of the rewarded money, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development announced a new set of policies that will make a promise to homeless veterans. In a statement from the department's acting secretary, Adrienne Todman, she says, through additional funding resources for one of our most valuable programs, HUD-VASH, we can provide a much-needed means to an end for our veterans at risk. The promise, making sure vets aren't disqualified from assisted housing based on getting other benefits like veteran disability funding.
There was kind of an income cap because people who received disability, full disability, those veterans then didn't necessarily qualify for housing, and that's changed under this new rule.
Springfield Veterans Coming Home Center isn't a part of the HUD-VASH program, but they do say they can provide local veterans with the housing help they need.
You would find the local service provider of HUD-VASH, of the HUD-VASH program, and then they would make available those funds.
Now, since the start of the HUD-VASH in 2008, it's allowed more than 200,000 veterans to end their homelessness and get housing. Francis?
Charmel, thank you.